What would be a cheer? What would be a cheer? Give me a C. C. Give me an H. I'm not. I was never in cheer. I was in the band, so. Wear t-shirts, she's cheer captain, and I'm on the bleacher. Yeah, this time we finally get to do a slasher film. We finally get to talk about a slasher film.
Dad? Father?
Yeah.
Somebody? I need love. Please?
And I have mixed feelings about this. I have mixed feelings about a slasher film called Cheerleader Camp. So the film follows a troubled young woman who arrives at a cheerleader summer camp for a competition where a series of madness begin to occur. So this one came out in the 80s, in 1988. My gosh, it feels like it's been a long time since we talked about a film, like a slasher film from the 1980s. But then again, I've talked about other films for this month. I feel like I've seen the poster for this film many times when I was when I was younger, trying to find horror films and all that.
Tough competition. She looks like the one to beat if you want to be queen.
And I'm gonna say this: throughout this entire film, my mind kept on going to the film Sleepaway Camp. Mostly because, it's like a group of young folks that are at a camp, and then murder starts to occur. I do like the idea of it, that you have say the character of Allison, who is she's a cheerleader, but throughout the film she has horrible nightmares or dreams of say violence and all that, say all of her friends and all that. And I do kind of like the idea of from everyone else's perspective, she's one of the best cheerleaders and also she's going through some stuff, but everyone is basically everyone else is basically just saying, "No, just get over it" and all that. One thing that you also have in this film is you have the wacky slapsticky, sex moments with the two dudes who actually are part of her cheer group, who are they are there to help. They say they're the dudes that say, "Okay, now throw me up in the air," and then they go say, "Catch it, babe."
Well, here you are. Here we are. Now, big boy, what are you gonna do? Your moment of glory.
You get the character of Brent, and then you also get and then you get his friend, and I kind of like them. They're one of the only two dudes who are just being they're just say, "Hey," you say, "You see that girl over there? You see her? Mm-hmm."
But not your money. Can't forget Teresa. She's got what it takes. Putting her on this team was no mistake. Last is Glory. This is her story. She's our gator. You'll be seeing her later.
But they had the classic thing in the 80s where someone was say, I'm gonna film everything, let's look around, let's get everyone's close-ups and all that. And the character of Timmy, I do think he is the best character in this film.
Jeez, I hope he doesn't aim that at the fruit.
And the second best character has to be the character of Corey, who is one of the mascots of the film. And I just feel like say at first I just felt like say wait it can't be her, and that like say at first like you feel like say it. I'll be honest and say like like in slasher films, especially the ones in the 80s, they had the misdirect where like say we get the idea of maybe it's this character, but in actuality it was that character. And not to actually think about it, the character of Corey being the one who is the cause of everything makes sense in a way in that like, she was basically she is just playing a part in that she does not want to be seen as the mascot and all that. Heck, I'm gonna say it like the lady who is in charge of the camp.
Damn it! This is impossible. I'll eat like a human. You're a mascot, not a human. So I suggest you get with the spirit and put the head back on.
Total bitch. She's a total B. And like she's even like whenever like she's Corey's just having lunch, she goes like saying, "Oh, well maybe if you just try to be in your character, you could eat through the like nostrils of your gator head thing." But then I'm gonna say it. I bet someone has um the aquaphobia, like say the fear of animatronics in the water. um,
Captain, server for tonight's stew? Reported suicide. What'd you think? She was just gonna go away?
You have caused a lot of trouble.
That girl died and you've done nothing about it.
Now, you did the right thing by calling me, young lady, but I'll take care of it from here.
and I'll be honest and say like yes, for a slasher film, the kills in the film are very much here's what I'll say. The slasher kills in it are just like saying they're not very good. Not saying like say oh, not that kind. But it's mostly just like I'm guessing because like say yes, I've seen some all time classics in this genre, like say Friday the 13th, Halloween. I've seen the Sleepaway Camp, um, horror films, and it's just like say yeah, like it just seems like those ones are very much watered down and all that, and yes, you do have some bit of like say whenever there's not the moments of like say the killer is stalking through the woods. You have the the teens and the teams are in a cheer competition and all that after like one of them goes missing, and I do think like say yes, everyone in this film has a sense of personality. They all do, and I do think in the I kind of like the fact that at the end of the film, like we didn't get the idea until the end of the character of Corey, how she was the puppet master of it all, because basically she wanted to be able to have, she was in a way jealous of Allison, and basically she thought, I think in a way when she saw that Allison had been like going a bit crazy because she had been having a ton of bad dreams. She goes like saying, "Aha! I can use this to my benefit," and all that.
You kept calling the sheriff all weekend. Were you trying to throw suspicion off yourself, or did you really want to get caught?
What are you talking about?
Why'd you kill all those people?
No, I killed Brent. He was the killer. I only had dreams.
Dreams. Some dreams.
I mean, it's kind of like say similar to the film, that idea of it, like say Happy Death Day. Anyway, a little bit. I'm thinking, I'm having too many references right now. I apologize. um, I'll see you later, though. I mean, I do like the ending of like where Corey's just doing her little cheer and all that, and after Allison is being taken away.
Give me a C!
No!
Give me an O!
And being blamed for everything. See ya.